So we're just having a look here at the meetings. So moving down into meetings, what you're going to see here are any scheduled meetings that you've created, templates that you might actually set up as well. And then this person room, this is your, quick meeting invitation information. So you just copy that link and you will start a meeting, and that is your unique Zoom ID. I have a waiting room enabled, so I don't need a password, so people can just join my meeting and I allow them to join me. And I've also made these settings already in the back as well, which we'll go through shortly with regards to having my video on and asking the participants' camera to start at the same time as well. So with the scheduled meetings, there are a few tips and tricks with this. Sometimes we do, a weekly coaching call. And so we'll just set one up, Monday coaching call, and we go, yeah, awesome. So we want these to happen every single Monday, and we think that we should hit recurring meeting. Problem is that there is a limitation to how many recurring meetings we can have. So we can only have 20 recurring meetings. If you simply create this Monday coaching call meeting ID. So we say, yep, it goes for an hour. I'm just going to pretend here for a minute, guys. So it's at 11:30 in the morning. We're putting it into my time zone. Meeting ID. Now, if we use my personal meeting ID, that becomes problematic. So we want this to become a new meeting ID number. And that means that we should be able to continue to use this meeting ID number for each of those Monday calls without needing to hit recurring meeting. So I'll create it and then you'll see what I'm saying. So we've got a Monday coaching call. It starts on the following Monday and it's in my time zone. We are not selecting recurring meeting. This is a new feature. So if you have clients that you know who are attendees regularly to the meeting, if you were to put them into here, they are going to be able to see the group chat, which is potentially the chat in me. Yes. So chat with participants anytime, save in meeting chats in the chat box. Whether they're there or not, they'll have access to the chat. So from a coaching perspective, this could be worth trying. But from a generic point of view, I'd actually turn that off. Reason being that sometimes we might use the chat and we don't necessarily want people to see what we're putting in there. And just from a control point of view, I'd probably recommend just not doing it. If it is something that you can share, it's a team situation and you want the whole team to have access to the chat, whether they were there or not, by all means, turn it on and add their email addresses. Question here is, do you require people to register to the meeting? Now, this is really a good idea if you want to know who is attending. You want to grow your email list, for example, or you're just trying to track which clients are being accountable and actually registering for their calls and then comparing it to who actually showed up. So again, we're getting this meeting ID to generate automatically because we do not want to use our personal meeting ID. This is purely because if we use our personal meeting ID for everything, when it comes into the recording side of things, it will just be called your meeting room. All the recordings will be called your meeting room. So you won't know what recording is the Monday call, the Friday call, the one-on-one call, etc. So this is another reason why we want it to generate automatically for us. Again, if you have a meeting template to utilize, that would come up here. Now, whiteboards, these are really corporate structural tools most people don't use. Again, security. Do you want to create a passcode? do you want to just have a waiting room, or do you require authentication to join? Authentication meaning that they have a Zoom account that has been authenticated. Not everyone has one of these, so don't do that, especially if it's a sales call. Passcode is good for client calls, so only clients get the passcode, and you can customize the passcode. So if you wanted it to be called, team call, then that's the passcode for that specific call, and you can have a waiting room as well if you would like, but you don't have to have both, but you must have a waiting room if you do not have a passcode. See? Have to select at least one. Here you can also basically force people to have their videos on when they start. This also isn't the what's what I'm looking for. This setting is not the overriding or overarching account setting. That is actually, excuse me, sorry. This video setting is actually managed in here on the left-hand side, but we can still select it for meeting specifics here as well. Audio is important for both because sometimes people do log in from their phones. And other options here would be to mute participants on entry. Please do that. Automatically record, please do that also. And also where you want it to record to. And I always select on the cloud. Reason being, if for any reason my computer has a freak attack after the call has finished and does not convert the video file properly, I don't want to lose the recording. So I always record it to the cloud. You can do both, but I always record it to the cloud and then adjust, download it and put it where I want it, etc. after the fact. Because I know the recording is not going to be interrupted, intercepted, or corrupted in any way if it goes directly to the cloud. This approved block entry from specific countries and regions. This has been a setting since 2020 when they were having a lot of people hacking and like jumping on calls and stuff uninvited. Not happening as much now. It's entirely up to you if you want to connect that setting and set it up for yourself. An alternative host is a really great idea if there is someone that you are able to co-host with. So again, going back to this coaching call example, if you had a VA on the call with you, you would be able to put their email address in here. This means that if, again, any reason your internet connection fell out and you were kicked off of Zoom for any reason, they would automatically become the host and the cloud recording is not interrupted. So therefore the call can continue in your absence while you reestablish your connection, jump on a different device or whatever that troubleshooting solution might be. So we're going to just save this meeting as an example to show you. And then what we're able to do is actually use this invitation link every single week on a Monday. So it will always be this meeting ID number. It would always be the same password if we had set a password up. And then that way, every single week, when we go into our recordings area, we would see a list of recordings that would say Monday meetings. So in our cloud recordings, it would say like Monday meeting, Monday meeting, Monday meeting. And then it tells us like what's actually there for us to use. Local recordings are what's been put onto the computer. So yeah, so that's what that would then look like. And, you can start it from here. Or in fact, you might have it now physically in your dashboard, the schedule. Oh, this is only scheduling meetings. Calendar potentially. Oh, it's not connected yet. We'll do that later. But yeah, so you could, start it from there, start it from the front, come in and edit it or delete the meeting as needed. So there you go. That's the first three. we're going to keep moving through each section now as a individual video, just going through what they all mean, so you can watch the ones that are of interest to you. And then the settings one is the big one. I would highly recommend everyone watching as we go through step by step what the settings are.